Got ourselves Dan doing over the team one with Sai over in the back. Got ourselves Nisbushka waiting for his turn with Toxic back in and Young Jay back in action. I like your funky little staff, by the way. That's gotta be TBC, right? Gotta be TBC. Bike over the team two. Looks like he's rushing out first. We got Blade. We got ourselves Call of Duty. We got ourselves Hollow. I like the name Hollow. We got ourselves Lemon Roll as well. With Paladino Saya versus Bayek off the bat, first up and running. They're just mirroring each other in abilities, by the way. Actually just mirroring each other with Bayek rushing in with a quick blind. Searing Glare looks like he's going to be the one pushing up some damage. Saya with a bit of a blessing of sake, trying to see if he can back up out of there. Teleporting all over the place. I'm not really sure what the hell is going on. Literally hard to track, and Bayek is at least trackable. Stun on Josiah does shrink it. Bayek with a shield of vengeance got a lot of early damage on Josiah, and Saya I think is the one playing defensive, maybe looking for big cooldowns on Josiah. Lay on hands right after. Bayek is still looking healthy. Bayek is okay. Either lay on hands or spell warden. Potentially could use the button. Probably lay on hands. Using lay on hands last second after punishing Saya for quite a bit of time. Wake of Ashes is available for Bayek. Definitely wants to make sure he's getting maximum value out of it. He can actually use it anytime he wants to. He just needs a good angle. Maybe with a stun. Saya tried to see if he can get some pressure going in. He got a downlight on him to keep himself nice and healthy. With a stun on Saya, Bayek, perfect opportunity to get some dot damage on Saya. With a Searing Glare, Saya can't even reverse it. He got him some Spell Warden, so he's able to immune some of the magic damage. Spell Warden out for Bayek, so both Paladins are a bit of a standstill. It looks like Saya potentially might be looking for a bubble here. Just trying to see if he can walk away from Bayek, who's trying to keep that dot downlight damage rolling in. It looks like the immunity finally has fallen off. Stun onto Bayek. Does he trinket? Does he bubble it? He can't. Does not want to bubble. He does not want to bubble if he doesn't have to. Next stun is going to be Bayek's. Saya with a Blessing of Saint. Bayek just got to wait it out a little. Wake of Ashes is in. Stun most likely. Bubble out for Saya. 100% bubble out for Saya. Bayek should be okay. Saya can go for regenerate and try to see if he can punish Bayek. Maybe get a bubble of his own. Does get a bubble out of Bayek. Saya needs to back up out of there. Wants to go for regenerating. I don't know if he'll be able to. Saya technically has a Hodge ready to go. Bayek will not have a Hodge ready. There goes the Hodge. I think Saya potentially wins this. He doesn't have the damage. Unfortunately, does not have the pressure. Bayek with a Searing Glare from a distance does connect with Saya. And he's going to have a stun coming up. He has a stun very, very soon. Stun should be coming up any moment now. Next stun wins. Stuns him. Is it enough damage? Does he have the pressure? Does Saya somehow squeak out a victory? He may need healing. Trying to go for Wake of Ashes just for defensive self-heal. Bayek trying to see if he can stay aggressive. Saya's looking for a full-on defensive. Could go for regenerating. May just want to do it. But I think he's trying to see if he can end this. Holy Sire, no health. Drinking out for Bayek last second. Blind last moment. Bayek does not sit that's blind for too long. He needs to catch up to Saya. Might need to blind him out in the open here. Does get a Shield of Vengeance. Blind right after. Stun to follow. Trick it out for Saya. Wake of Ashes is in play. Does he potentially have someone to work with here? Maybe Searing Glare from a distance? Maybe? Bayek can just try to see if he can end this. Searing Glare, I think, might help him win this. Solely Saya's on a full defensive. Trying to see if he can back up out of there. Bayek needs recovery as well. Saya on the aggressive with a Hodge. Wait a second. I think Saya brings it back. I cannot believe it. Does he have lay on hands again? I swear to God, if he has lay on hands, he might just keep... Yeah, I think he's done. Pally v Pally. The chess match. The cooldowns. Matching each other one after another. He just needed to live through Bayek's burst and then land a stun at the end. That is so brutal. Young Jay trying to see if he catch up to Drudy. He's playing the Frost Mage. Full Frost Bomb setting up with... big Frostfire bolts flying in. As long as he can get himself those flurries, he's going to be in a good spot. Getting that shatter bonus onto Drudy. Try to see if he can go for a big glacial, but Drudy backing up out of it completely. Up over the trick, it wouldn't go off. Rib GG. Yeah, it's so good, man. It's so good. It's a rough game. Really, really close one between the two Palas, man. Very, very close match. Could have been any one game, honestly. Any one of you critting would have been the winner, honestly. If you just landed a couple of crits, that probably would have been game. Is there Ultra available for Young Jay? I think Young Jay is actually under a ton of pressure. Mr. Glerko setup was all good. All good, all good, all good. Didn't even need it, apparently. Searing Glare is a crutch. Eyes block out for Young Jay, actually, first one, but he has two available. So it's going to be Drudy forcing out a lot of pressure onto Young Jay. Does block. Does he have block with heal? Looks like he does have a block with a little bit of healing, but at 80% dampening, it's already feeling a little bit of less good. Try to see if he can leap in, maybe go for a kick. Set up pets, but they're way up in the air. They're way up on the platform. Bash to Young Jay. The pets are still trying to get some damage in. That Dryad is doing a lot of effort right now, doing a lot of work. Young Jay with an altar. Does get a freeze onto Druid. He tried to see if he go for a stun. Might be able to get some big damage here, actually. Big spike. Oh, spike does connect. Flurry is flying through, but Star Surge does get him low enough for the dots rotting him down. And the Smeshka, the rogue, is going to be up next, but Druid just has nothing to work with here at all. Trying to go for a kick. Potentially still stun on Druid. DFA to follow. Druid tried to back up out of there, but he can't. He just cannot. I think it's lights, man. Just needs one more hit. There it is. Taking him out just like that. Blaze is going to be up next as a monk. Trying to see if he can get himself some kind of a go, some kind of a setup versus Mershka. Rolls in, sap, but trinkets it. Super, a little too aggressive potentially with a trinket. Potentially just a little aggressive with that thing. As Blade got himself, what does he got? A cooldown bites. Actually popped every cooldown, trying to see if he can catch the rogue. I can't even tell where he's at, honestly. Does knock up the rogue in the air, that or a DFA? I'm not even sure, honestly. It's so hard to track that guy for a second. They just started blinking all over the place. No clock of shadows from the Smurshka, so he has to go for a bit of a reset. Evasion is available in case he needs it. Vanish is also available as well. I think he's just trying to see if he can deny having to use his buttons just for now. Just looking to catch a reset from Blade without having to use any of his buttons. And there goes a normal stealth. I think actually a Shadow Meld instead. So he did have to use some kind of a reset button, but it's just as racial. He still got Vanish for later in case he ever needs it. Blade, I think potentially just goes down here. Stuns are not airtight. Does give him a forward brute in between leg sweep, giving him a chance to potentially set something up. Big Fist of Fury. It was really short Fist of Fury, but it did a lot of damage to the Smurshka. Really condensed Fist of Fury that did a lot of damage in a much shorter window. Ring of Peace, so the Smurshka maybe could just let us up. Blade just left with no health whatsoever. So I think the Smurshka just needs a bit of a cheap shot. Shadow Blades, I think it just lights here. Yeah, there's just nothing you could do. Nothing that could be done. Either Hollow is up next, which looks like it is, or it's going to be Lemon. For Hollow, he's got to go through the Rogue, through the Pala, through the Hunter. That's going to be immediate sap before he can really even pick up Eyes or anything. Did he pick up Eyes? I guess we'll find out here if he knows exactly where the Rogue is at. No, he does see him. No, he does see him. He does see him. He's going to get that Shadow Crush around the corner. He just needs to get himself like a really solid setup. Void Operational with that setup for Void Torrent. Stun the Rogue. DPs are down. Rogue may have to go for a Cloak of Shadows. That's a lot of damage building up. Actually, a ton of damage. Rogue is going to blow up if he doesn't cloak. Does still cloak. It's still send out a volley. Unfortunately, none of those things are going to connect. Is there a pet around the corner? I was thinking maybe Shadow Fiend, but no. I guess it wouldn't be Shadow Fiend. It'd be like a Void Fiend or something, wouldn't it? Void something? Does land the Shadow Crush on the Rogue with DPs. Fade. Mind Games? I haven't seen Mind Games in a second. If the Rogue goes for Sippy Cup, that would hurt him. Does go for the Vanish, but that Vanish is going to hurt him. That does give him a bit of a heal. But that's through the darkness, but the Mind Games is going to burn into that shield. And the Rogue is still dotted. Still not able to get himself a clean reset. Does land himself a stealth long enough to land a sap into Hollow. Question is, does he commit? No, he just backs up out of there. He's just gonna go for a complete reset. Eyes are not available for either side. So for Hollow right now, it's just a waiting game at this point. Unless he gets himself a random proc of Eyes right now, spawning in like 3, 2, actually, probably gonna spawn at the 30-second mark, isn't it? I'm assuming every minute 30? Maybe? Or is it 2 minutes? I don't remember. Maybe every minute? I almost want to say minute 30. Either it spawns here in like 3 seconds or it doesn't. I'm not 100% though. Maybe it's every minute. Never mind. Maybe every minute and then 2 minutes after? I don't remember. I used to remember the timer. Because you used to just camp that spot out as a rogue. But nowadays you just kind of rush in. You don't even wait for it. Oh, there it is actually. No, 45 seconds. Weird. Weird timer. But it does get picked up. Getting a shot by the Rogue. Shadow Blades, everything available. Hollow with the Disperse as Aegis goes procking. He just had to go for a Disperse at the tail end. I think he would just want to see if Aegis maybe will keep him alive, but it doesn't matter. Fade for a second. Feared by the Rogue. Trick out of it immediately. Kicks on Shadow, and Hollow is down with Lemon Roll. Try to see if he catch up to the Smurshka. The Shadow Blades definitely had himself a hell of a good run at the very beginning, but it just could not do much against the Rogue. It is a Rogue versus a Priest, man. It's just not a great matchup. Potential lots of damage, but a Cloak of Shadows could just stop all of it. Mad Burst answer. The Smurshka did not even give him a chance to catch a breather in a single Lexu full burst with a big old kick upside the head. And he was able to take him out fairly quickly with Andrew gonna be up next. Lemon roll did pop a lot of cooldowns to win and images to everything. That was a lot though. That was a lot. Dandruin is going to be up next, however. He has everything. For Lemon, he's going to have to get everything out of him unless Interrupt him Unholy. Full burst in order to lock him in. That could potentially be really good as well. Lemon just trying to see if he can get himself a good opener. Bob immediately, but the Condi is going to go through. So for Dandruin, you don't actually have a proper immunity. I think trying to go for a Hodge, but there goes the bubble. Lemon roll while he had Condi. If he's built correctly, counted correctly, pretty sure that gives him full immunity. No, did not Hodge earlier. I thought he did. Fist of Fury flying in. No more bubble available. Dandruin just trying to see if he can get out of there. Is that just going to be touch of death angle? I think just touch of death, yeah. For Lemon, that is touch of death. Well, Toxic Doctor going to be up next. Lemon at least given an opportunity to catch up, vivifies. He has a Karma, no Trinket. I don't know if he got 4 Brew. Hopefully he does. He got Zuen and images coming up very, very soon. Will not have Condi, unfortunately. Rogue just obliterated, as rogues do. As rogues do, am I right? As rogues do. Against the Priest, it's just a matchup that Priest will not do well in. Rogue is a bit of a tough one. Just always has been, and I think always will be. Unless they end up doing whatever the hell they're doing towards the midnight. And then it's like, you know what? We're probably not going to be that tough anymore. Give it a second. Give it us expansion. Let's go find a way. It's going to be Karma out for Toxic with a full turtle shell immunity. As this side dampening, I think immunes, especially for burst, it was the win. Not a bad move, honestly. You just got to find a way to kite out CC Lemon. It's going to be Big Fist of Fury flying in. Lexi right after her. Does not have a trinket anymore. Big slice of wins with a knockup. Got himself a little bit of recovery. May need something to survive here. Trap, anything available. Freeze trap does catch him. Last second, but an explosive shot does proc. Scatter shot last second. You have no health. In cap, it's over. It is lights. He literally just conjured you down to make sure there's no CC that could break it. With Lemon picking up 3. The Spurs did pick up 3 though too. Well done, well done, well done. Well done, boys. Thanks for streaming down. Thanks for going by. The Spurs appreciate you, my man. Always fun to have you here.